it's it's frustrating because you want to be like, I told you, we told you. So many content creators have been doing everything they can to be like, here's the information on how to prepare for what is about to come. And we got labeled fearmongers. Paranoid delusional. No, you're just a shut-in. And now we're here. And articles I had put up on my Patreon, like checklists of the staple supplies you should be trying to put in your pantry. They are long lasting. They are shelf stable. They are like some of the first items that will probably run out in the store, so getting ahead of it and having them is going to give you at least an advantage. It's just giving you a touch of breathing room. We will not get ahead of this, but you will at least have a little bit of breathing room. I mean, it got some people to look at it. The traffic in it the past 2 days has doubled. It went from 0 views to it's like 70 a day at this point. I put up all kinds of bean recipes, like different variations of beans and rice. Like, it's gonna be a reality. It's gonna be a struggle meal. Here's the 20 different ways to eat it so it's not boring. I actually saw a TikTok today which was lentils and potatoes in a tortilla wrap, and the woman made it from products from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna have to go find that recipe. That kind of stuff. Like, 2 months ago, people laughed when we started. A year ago, people. When Trump was a serious contender, we really started to warn people, like, this is what happens if Trump gets in. This is Project 2025. Oh, you unhinged nutbags and your conspiracy theories. Like, worst case, we were wrong, and you have some extra rice and beans in your pantry. Worst case. Part of me wants to be able to FAFO, to be like, haha, I told you. Look at you, Nebraska. You're fucked. But it's not all people in Nebraska. And it's not the kids who had no say in what stupid things their parents did. It's not the families on SNAP or Social Security, Medicare. People don't get on these programs because they can't figure out anything else to do with their lives. We built them as societal safety nets. And yet, despite the fact that Trump is so clearly gunning for all these things, which have been spelled out in excruciating detail in Project 2025. People are still in this, like, Canada will come to save us. Europe will step in. The way we saved France's ass, they'll come save us. I posted a video about the Social Security thing. I have people up in my comments. Well, I want my money back. They don't have it. I mean, if they wanted to, they don't have your money. They can't send us all back 30 some odd years of contribution. Somebody wrote in, I've contributed for 52 years. I want my money back tax-free. Even if they wanted to. Even if we elected Steve from Blue's Clues president in an overnight kind of, I don't know, election for my dreams, we can't. We don't have that kind of money. As soon as it goes in, it goes out. And then when you get older, young people put money in, it goes out to you. Well, I want my money back. Like, no, don't you get it? We don't have it. And what we had, Elon moved some of it into an account we no longer control. They want to spend, $360 billion funding crypto? Which, to be clear, is the largest money laundering scam in the history of the world. And people are still like, well, Trump wouldn't do that. Oh, but he doesn't know. I'm Tom Thomerson. He would never. Yeah, he would. And it's only because of, really dedicated lawyers and a few judges who aren't completely corrupt who have stopped the few things Trump has tried. But he's gonna keep coming for them. Anything that draws funds away from the U.S. government by the people, they're gonna try to cut. I just saw something on Bloomberg today. Elon says he saved us something like $55 billion. The truth is it's closer between 1 and 10. But between lawsuits and everything else, the truth is it's actually probably going to cost us more than he saved us. But, these are big numbers and really hard for people to handle. So essentially what Elon has done, depending on his numbers, which every reporter can, rip through in less than an hour. Elon says 55, and as soon as they start checking, the best they can come up with is 1.5. That equals out to Elon has saved every American a cup of coffee. And for some of my friends who are only tea drinkers, that really sucks for them. We've gone through all of the current exercises, all those employees who have lost their job, for a cup of coffee each. Well, surely Trump wouldn't. Of course he would. You literally still think he gives a shit about you? Well, Congress will never let him. Those spineless fucking simps that are scared shitless, if they say anything against Trump, that they're gonna get killed? All Trump has to say is Bob Boberson of Nevada tried to stop me. You want to bet that Bob Boberson doesn't breathe by the end of the week? Trump swallowers are just hardcore. Whatever he says, they do. Because if they keep on doing terrible things, maybe eventually he'll see value in them and save their farm, save their school program. You know, as mad as people are at RFK Jr., they're like, oh, but he saw sense in the end. No, he didn't. He did the bare fucking minimum. He put a temporary band-aid on his 20 years of anti-vax bullshit. Is he mandating it? No. Is he doing anything besides saying it's a top priority? Not really. Are there parents who, till their dying day, will not vaccinate their kids? Even after their kids have passed away, are they still anti-vax? Yeah. You know, science, medicine, math, economics, all of them have come together and said, this is what's going to happen if we continue down this path. This measles outbreak was so very predictable. We got below 85% vaccination rate in this country. We knew this was going to happen. Nobody could have predicted completely where or when. I mean, in one of the high or lowest vaccinated areas was probably a best guess, but that could have been Brooklyn or it could have been Texas. You know, as Trump's talking, you watch the stock market crash because everybody who understands how the economy works knows that he just put a nail in the coffin of our economy. You know, when Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all of them are just like, this is bad. These are bad ideas. We're pulling our money. Well, that's great for them because they have the time to pay attention to this stuff and they can pull their money. But for all the Americans whose money is stuck in their 401k and they cannot pull it out and they cannot just withdraw it and not have it invested in something, as the stock market plunges, so does their 401k. It's weird to say, but I had the luxury of a grandmother who survived the Depression, who wanted her family to be prepared should it ever happen again. And did I think she was nuts when we were growing up? Yeah. Are you kidding? We have Nintendo. Like, the world is gonna end what? I have friends asking to come stay with me in Canada so they can get their family vaccinated. I have friends who are asking to come stay with me because, you know, if Trump cuts off their antidepressant medication, they're in deep shit. My being Canadian has never been the coolest thing about me. I mean, for me, yes, but for most people, like, oh, you're Canadian. That's almost cool. Now it's like, ooh, you're Canadian. How fucking lucky are you? I've never had to have discussions with my friends of like, hey, if I go up, I can buy coffee at like an affordable price and I can bring it back and we could have coffee at a reasonable price. I've never considered, ooh, when I get to Canada, I can have eggs. And a lot of people are like, oh, what do we do? Honestly, the easiest, fastest thing? Sit the fuck down for a week. Don't get off the couch. No shopping, no buying, no going anywhere, no doing anything. Yeah, you're probably going to lose your job. Yeah, you're probably going to lose your benefit. But for what's coming, that won't fucking matter. But we're not at the point of realization yet. And far too many people still don't see what's coming or are holding out this ridiculous hope. Well, if everybody in Sweden adopts 2 of us, we can all just move to Sweden. Like, no. I am scared shitless of what is to come, but there is nowhere to outrun what's coming. And I'm worried that when we really do hit the critical point, people are still going to be in this state of delusion of like, well, this isn't happening to me. Like those celebrities, like, I'm a celebrity, like, get me the hell out of here or whatever. They know they can just walk off a set. So it's not really the worst situation they've been in because at any point they can just pull the ripcord and take a flight home. We're going to be in the shits too. And there isn't a ripcord.